Is homework helpful or harmful? By Robert Ramsey. Questions. Some questions I found during my research. Should schools give homework? Do schools give too much or not enough homework? Does doing homework actually benefit students? Do teachers just give homework as punishment? Well, my opinion. From my personal experience throughout school, I believe that homework has done more harm than help. I can honestly say I just did the assignment to get the grade and not to learn the material. Teachers have students for about 7 hours of the day, sometimes only 6 hours, depends on the grade, to cover their lesson plans. After 3 o'clock, students are meant to be free and have fun. We strive to get the grade. In the top left corner is a quote from a mom in North Carolina. She feels that her kids don't do enough homework, so she adds more for a challenge. Is homework related to high academic success? On the Washington Post, I found an article by Dr. Gerald K. Latendre from Penn State University. In his studies with his colleagues on homework, he looked at the studies from TIMSS, Trends in International Mathematics and Science Study, in 2007 and conducted his research. Out of all 59 countries, only 7% of students said they did not have homework. TIMSS alone are not 100% going to be able to judge whether homework is helping or hurting students, but we can see from the data how we rank with other countries on the workload. For example, in math, 12% of the United States declared they had an excessive amount of homework compared to the average 21%. Now this shows us that we're in the middle of the homework load. I saw in my research that the schools or the countries that give out more homework are actually the lower countries in the country. We're kind of right in the middle or to the upper percentage, but we are in the middle of the homework, which is good for if we are trying to build a case that we give too much homework. The No Homework Policy by Keno School in Tucson, Arizona. A school in Arizona applied a no homework policy. They stated that they did this because they want their students to think school is fun. Now granted, you see that they said this, they want students to think school is fun. School is drifting away from this as the technology grows. I mean, yeah, kids are thinking it's fun because now we're doing more things with technology, but school should have always been fun. I know when I first started, school was great. I had nap time, I had recess, and I got to learn what I needed to learn. And certain teachers, they'd give out, little presents and stuff. I think the Keno School is on the right track, and they truly care about how their students feel. People will frown on this because it takes away the real world aspect. Like, parents think that kids should do homework because it gets them ready to prepare for the real world where they have to do things they don't want to do. But this no homework policy helps students get a chance to take home things they want to learn and things they want to practice. For example, like kids take home a lot of arts and crafts and writing and music, but also, some kids, if they learn about the Civil War that day, they can go home and look more about it because they have the ability to learn more about it than just what they need to know for the test. This policy is also allows students to get more involved in extracurricular activities. It allows them to have more time to do sports or to do clubs or to just be a kid, and it has more time with their friends and family. That's an important thing right there, friends and family. That's how people learn to grow up, and that's who they're around. How do parents feel about their kids having homework? This parent right here from Illinois said that I don't feel like a parent, I feel like a drill sergeant, which is becoming more true from parents every day. They just have their parent, they make their kids get it done just because they have to have it done. CNN did a Facebook post asking how parents felt on schools giving homework. To no surprise, there were many of parents that were strongly against homework because they have been through it before. Students in K through 12 are still growing and need to find themselves. If students spend hours slaving over homework, they're not exploring life and they're not figuring out what they need to do in their life. The picture on the left is my mindset. As a parent from Michigan, they said if the kids haven't learned the concept by the time they leave the classroom, the homework is pointless. I agree. I cannot beat my head around homework if I don't understand the concept. I do better if I have a one-on-one with a teacher or a tutor. A possible solution If we cannot get rid of homework completely, then why do we not just reduce how much homework we give or when we give it? Like, students in elementary school do not need to be doing any more than maybe 30 minutes of homework a day once they get to middle school. Maybe go up to 45 minutes to an hour when they get to middle school. If we cannot reduce when we start homework, then we should reduce how much we give. Because I know the harder classes, typically from my personal experience and my classmates, give more homework to help understand the material, but it truly does not help. And that brings me to my conclusion. You got homework,